for a stormwater system from the Lawrence Village, since the sewer, the property is going to be torn up for the sewer project. Just consider a preliminary study. David said it should be done between $8,000 and $10,000.
I mean, is this the right time? Yeah.
Well, if you're going to follow this next time, we'll have just for information.
Yeah, I mean, we can't take a vote on it tonight because there's new rules that require us to not take action on items 24 hours in advance.
Right, I should bring it up just to think about it.
Okay, so think about Tom's request to ask Gateway Engineers to do a study at the cost of $8,000 to $10,000.
Why would we do that when you got stores gotta be put in there first? And it's probably gonna be a couple-year job to do the stores. It ain't gonna be no quick job.
Joe, before we take action on this, can you or Dan together explain why we should or shouldn't do this?
Let's look at it, we'll get you an explanation.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
There was also I believe it was 19-2 that were in favor of investigating it, or at least looking at it. Those were the residents of Lawrence that raised hands to show their favor of looking into it. So just to investigate it, and it's something that could be done when the streets are tore up and address the stormwater project.
I mean, just for clarity and fairness, there's more than 21 people in the town of Lawrence, so I don't know that that's necessary.
I'm just giving you the results. It was 19-2. 19 people were in favor of investigating the stormwater project.
But the way you would do that would be, let the municipal authority put their sewers in, then come in right after and do the stormwater management, then split the cost of all the paving with the municipal authority and township.
In any case, no action can be taken this evening, so we just asked Joe and Dan to give us an explanation of what makes the most sense related to that specific item. Okay, you're good with that? Okay, moving on to, does anybody have any new business? Oh, before I forget, if you live in the town of Muse, great news, they have officially, how do you word it? I think I might computer to work, but signed an agreement with the post office to, I'm sorry?
They were able to acquire the funding.
Oh,
I talked with Dave Wolf from the U.S. Postal Service Friday night, and he said he needed an area of $50,000 to renovate the hall. And he said he was going to do everything he could, so he moves kind of fast.
yeah, and there was actually an announcement, bear with me, we're having internet issues here this evening, but there was an announcement. The post office is going to be located in the lower part of the existing fire building, so residents of Muse are getting their post office back, which is great news. And the expectation is it would start in October, so not too far away. Anybody else have new business? Okay. And then, oh, go ahead, you want to bring it, go ahead. We still,
Ken McMillan isn't fulfilling what they were supposed to do over at Klinger Park.
can't know soccer.
Soccer, not even close. And we don't know what to do with it.
So, you guys know this, I've been beating a dead horse for months now, well, for years now. We've been trying to get Canada Soccer to hold up their end of the bargain at Klinger Park. There was a master plan, there was a build out. They have been beyond difficult to work with, specifically a few very specific people within that organization, not the organization as a whole. And unfortunately, our hands are tied even related to grant applications. We need their agreement, we need their cooperation, and they refuse to do any of it. And so, this isn't really an action, I'm not asking you to do anything, but maybe Gretchen, if you could take a minute and look through the agreements and give us some items that we can either hold their feet to the fire to force them to move forward, or we can break or amend the agreement going forward, because we owe the residents of Cecil what we promised them 10 years ago, or we owe them to get out of it, because at this point, it's literally just grass. And I drove up there 4 nights this past week, last week, and then already this week, and literally there wasn't a single child on it. And I have video if anybody wants to see it from the past year. I will just randomly, as I'm driving around, drive up there. It's not being utilized. And so it either needs to be sold so that the township can get money back and utilize it for another project, or we need to force Cameron Hill and Soccer to hold up their end of the agreement. But either way, something has to be done. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
There's one more item, it was just brought to my attention by a resident, and I heard it one time previously, but it was in regards to possibly putting up litter signs with a penalty through the area.
Yeah.
Just want to bring it to the board and see if you guys want to work with that or address it. I did share with Dawn a video of the refuse trucks dumping their truck while they're continuing to move to the next location, and that was causing some litter.
Did we
So-
address that with waste management?
We'll see to have it addressed, but it was just an item that was brought up.
Yeah, I would be all for that. I think the garbage everywhere. Moving on to old business. Discuss Cecil Township sign ordinance. That was the sign ordinance.
Yeah, I think we have an ordinance that was drawn up, or Gretchen, where did you get that from? Another township, or
It's kind of
a mix of?
It's kind of a mix, and it's tailored for Cecil, yes.
No, it's already illegal putting on telephone poles, any kind of signs. And we're getting flooded with signs everywhere pushed in and around. I mean, look outside our building, and if you really want to see it, go out on South Point Boulevard where it hits Marganza Road. There must be 30, 40 signs there, and they just keep coming for everything. And I'd like to eliminate all the push-in signs, all the signs.
There needs to be accountability. What if we add that as a discussion item on the 27th when we're here for the comprehensive sign workshop? Are you okay with that? It'll give you guys the opportunity to re-review that sign ordinance. Gretchen, can you send it around again?
Yes,
just to make
yes.
sure? Thank you.
Can we give Bill permission to have his men, any signs that are on telephone poles, to take them down?
For sure. If you see signs hanging on telephone poles, take them down. Thank you. You don't have to like go out of your way, but if you happen to see.
Well, Sean, can you help out there?
Nope. We don't. Can you drive in your police vehicle around just pulling signs up?
Sounds like he wants me to do it first.
No. In your personal vehicle, even better. And then another old business, discuss request by Cecil number 3